Welcome to this complete beginner's waltz dance lesson. Learning tips including health and safety advice are in the description. In waltz music there are 3 beats to the bar, so watch out for that, and that explains a lot of what happens during this lesson.
Join in or watch. I'm starting with my left. Let's start now. One, 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 one. I'm saying one every 3 beats because it's like 3 beats to the bar. Let's stop and start again. On the left, go. One, one, one. I'm really exaggerating my feet now, which you don't need to do, just so you can really see it. Step, 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 step. Let's stop and start again. On the left, go. I very fractionally sped up there, so some of you might have noticed that, and we just slowed back down again. One, one. I'm moving my hands here, you don't need to move your hands as well. One, I'm just doing it to help you see which side is the first beat of the bar. One, one, one.
Let's look at the footwork, in particular the step on the first beat of the bar. Left, then right, then left, then right. It's just alternating. I'm just going to briefly demonstrate it wrong, not for too long. Left, left, left. That was wrong. I just kept starting every bar with the same foot. We want flowing footwork, stepping on each beat of the bar. Left, right, left, right, left step, step, right step, step, left step.
I'm just going to step on the spot. I'm going to start with the left. I'm going to be listening to the music though. So we'll join in with the music. Let's start now. I'm going to start numbering them. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. You don't need to do this with the hands, by the way. I'm just sort of showing you the 1. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3.
Let's look at the stepping broken down. First step with the left, second step with the right, and then third step with the left. So that was the first bar. We're now on to the second bar. Even if we hadn't seen that, we could predict it was going to be the right foot. Right, then left, then right. That was the 3 steps of the second bar, because we're always alternating. One bar start with one side, one bar start with the other side. Now we look at it just without music. We're just stepping on the spot. That's all we're doing. We're just stepping on the spot, and if you put the waltz music in, it looks like we're doing sets of 3 steps. But you could just think of it as just continually stepping from one foot to the other.
Listen to the music. On the left, let's start now. I'm kind of exaggerating my footwork, so it's easier to see what's going on. I'm going to start numbering it. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. You don't need to do this with the hands. I'm just doing it to show you. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1. Notice we're changing from one side to the other side, back to the first side, other side, back to the first side, and that's kind of in rotation every 3, and that's the start of every bar. Some of that may not have made sense, but hopefully watching and copying you're starting to see the pattern. Yes, we can start on the left foot. We're going to start doing something on the first beat. Join in or watch. Let's start now. I'm going to slowly start travelling forwards on the first beat. 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. Oh, let's go back and start again. Let's all step on the left. Let's start now. 1. So in your own time, start travelling forwards on that first beat of the bar. And just step forward quite naturally. 1, 1, 1. I've hit the wall here, so I can't go forwards anymore. So now I'll start on the spot again and then start travelling forwards, but only on certain steps. You'll see what's going on. Let's start on the left. 1, 1, 1, 1. On the 1 we travel forward slightly. 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. I'll start travelling around the room. 1. Notice I'm sticking to the edge. 1, 1, 1. With the wall to my right hand side. 1, 1. This is a traditional way of doing a ballroom dance. 1, 1. Typically this will be the leader travelling forwards. 1, 1. And the follower will be travelling backwards. 1, 1, 1. I'll just dance on the spot again. 1, 1, 1. Let's go forwards again. 1. So you can be copying by dancing on the spot or travelling forwards on the 1. It's up to you. 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. Join in or watch. Let's start now. We're going to start travelling backwards on the first beat. So in your own time, or just watch. You don't have to actually join in. You might just step on the spot and notice how it's different. Backwards. Backwards on the first beat. 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 Let's start again because we've run out of room. On the left, now. 1, 1. So in your own time, you can start going backwards on the first beat, backwards on the first beat, backwards on the first beat. Typically, it's going to be the follower doing this, but the leader will do it as well sometimes, especially in more sort of advanced moves. Let's do it again. Or if you're improvising. On the left, let's start now. In your own time. Join in or watch. Stop and start again if you need to. Brilliant.
Should I copy exactly what the teacher's doing with their feet? Should I land on the ball of my foot? Should my weight be forward? Should my weight be back? I would say, to dance waltz, simply walk naturally. Walk the way you would if you were strolling along, not in a rush, and that will fit pretty well. That's a great way to start out as a complete beginner. There'll be little tweaks you can make later on, but this will get you dancing in a very authentic way straight away.
If we dance together, we just stand in front of each other like this. To make it easy to start off with, let's just start like this, nice open hold. You can kind of see that there. You can kind of see that maybe there as well, get an idea about the position of our arms. Let's have the leader start with the left and follower start with the right. Or you could just kind of change weight from side to side just to check you're on the same back step with the same side. So the follower's going to be stepping backwards, the leader's going to be stepping forwards, and we're going to dance around the outside of the room. Shall we have a go? 1, 1, 1. So I'm emphasising the first beat, we're turning this corner. Make sure you're a responsible leader. Watch where your partner's going. Puzzle, we're dancing waltz. Which way am I going to be facing? In which direction will I be travelling? And the answer is, I travel forwards. Sue travels backwards, which means I need to be facing around the room like this. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Bum. So I turn the corner, and then if I want to carry on in this direction, I need to be facing this way, facing this way, facing this way. And then as I reach the corner, then I turn just enough so I'm now facing down this wall. Let's dance together. So you can kind of see our position here, it's kind of open hold. And if I just shuffle around like this, you might be able to kind of see the position a bit more again. Okay, leaders might start with the left, followers might start with the right. Or you could just kind of shuffle from side to side like this. And then just check that you're about to step on the same kind of side. I'm the leader, so I'll travel forward. Vanessa's going to travel backwards. Let's listen for the 1, 1, 1. Should we start on the spot? 1, 1. When you're ready, you can travel forwards. I think we're going to travel forwards now. 1, 1, 1, 1. Turning the corner carefully, being careful of your partner. Working as a team, not to crash into anything. 1, 1, 1. Now, imagine you're social dancing, there was something in the way. You might just step on the spot for a bit. 1, 1. Oh, maybe the obstacle's out of the way now, so you can carry on. So as the leader and as the follower, you'll be stepping on one side, then the other side. One side, then the other side.
Now a full song for you to practice dancing waltz. We dance as well to keep you company and so that you can look over to check timing, footwork and so on.
Let's start dancing together. Nice open hold in front of each other. We could just shuffle from foot to foot to check that we're stepping sort of together on the same side. I'm going to start with the left, followers start with the right. Hey, it's a pretty typical way of starting. Should we just go forward straight away as the leader? Let's start now. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1 and stop. Let's start again. So maybe lead with the left, follow with the right. Let's start now. 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1 and stop. Let's all stop. Let's all start again. Leader left, follower right. Let's start now. Of course, if we actually stopped while we were dancing, we might try and keep stepping. This is just a little exercise, stopping and starting again. Stop. Oh, right. Let's all start together. Let's start now. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2 and stop. Let's start now. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Whoa! Oh, tricky one this. If you've been staying with me, you'll notice we stopped on the other side. So you choose how you want to start again. Let's start now. 1, 2, 3. You might have started on a different foot to us, that's okay. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Pretend there's an obstacle, keep dancing on the spot. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. All the obstacles out of the way. Anytime you like, you could start going again. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. Hey, thank you.
Let's look at the length of step 1 on the left compared to the length of step 1 on the right. Careful, we're talking about the step backwards on the first beat of the bar. To clarify, there are 3 steps in every bar of the music. We're looking at the first step only. We are ignoring the second and third steps of the bar when we're doing the measurement.
A little detail for the followers is to make sure you step back with the left as much as you step back with the right. It's the thing that quite a lot of beginner waltz followers do. So let's suppose the leader's stepping with the left, the follower's stepping with the right. We step back 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Just do that again, and followers look down and see how far you step. Leaders can sort of join in with this as well. You might get really keen and start measuring it. 1, 2, 3. Now, however far you step, you kind of want to be stepping about the same with the other side. So have a go at that, and 1, 2, 3. And if you measure that or look at it, you'll often find that as a follower, you're not stepping back as far with the left. So if you can equal those out, that'll really make the whole thing feel more balanced, and it'll be easier for the leader as well. Yeah, brilliant. Little detail for the leaders. I'm going to demonstrate how it can work if we're kind of nicely balanced, we're both stepping about the same, and 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Obviously I wasn't worrying about the corner there because I was just demonstrating the stepping. Now I'm going to show you what is a little habit that a lot of beginner leaders will do. A lot of beginner leaders will do this. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1. They'll crash, sorry about that. They'll crash into their follower. The thing is, leaders, if you don't believe me, try walking backwards. You'll find it's just harder. You can't step as far. So if both of you are kind of putting equal effort in, then the leader's going to tend to travel further. That was very waffly, but leaders, hold back. Don't knock your partner over because it's difficult walking backwards.
We just talked about leaders holding back a bit so that they don't bang into the follower. This can cause an opposite problem, which is that the leader holds back so much that the dancing never happens. This is really simplified. So, for example, if the leader's stepping forwards, the leader might lean into the step a bit, as I'm showing in this demonstration, which is repeated a couple of times. This is a very big topic. I'm just giving a hint here, and the demonstration clip that I've used is very exaggerated. It wouldn't really look like that. It would be much more subtle. So this is just something you might think about, but if the dancing's working for you, it's all good. Move along, move along. We're going to look at the feet, the position of the feet. Imagine the followers just stood there, and then the leader positions their feet around the follower, which is kind of what happens because the leader's a little bit in charge, control of what's going on. So the right foot of the leader has gone between the follower's feet, and then the left foot of the leader has gone, well, you can see where. One way to think about it is the leader's feet are tucking around each side of the follower's right foot. Okay. And the idea there is the knees are now offset. I would say that's the crucial thing. Well, the knees and the feet, which means that even if you maybe step too far, collision is very, very unlikely. And just to clarify, if you look from the side, there is still a gap. Okay. Now that gap's going to vary depending on how close you are dancing together, but basically there is a gap, and it can be quite a large gap, and that's fine. This is an optional exercise to practice dancing closer together. You're going to see us do the exercise. You can join in. You don't have to join in exactly with what we're doing. You can just kind of watch and do the same kind of thing. So your instructions are: start dancing further apart. After a while, over 3 or 4 bars, slowly drift in so you're close together. Dance close for a bit. Slowly drift apart. Over say 3 or 4 bars, dance apart for a bit, and continue that pattern over and over. Stop and start again whenever you need to, and I recommend using the places where you're further apart as a chance to look down and just manage your foot position more. This, in my experience, is a very, very effective way of learning how to dance close together. If you don't want to do this practice, maybe just have a practice dance instead. Okay, I'm dancing waltz. Can you see my deliberate mistake? It's going to start happening soon. The deliberate mistake is I was speeding up. I was no longer in time with the music. If you're not getting in anyone else's way, if you're not colliding with each other, if you're both enjoying it, I'm not sure it matters. But most of my students report that once they are in time, it gets a lot easier, it tends to be much more enjoyable, and it opens up opportunities to do other things, interpreting the music, that kind of thing. So we're dancing 3 steps to every bar. The first step is forwards. The last step tends to be kind of on the spot or close. What about the second step? Is the second step forwards or not? Well, my experience is there's normally somewhere between the two. It's kind of a bit forwards, but not so forwards as the first one. I see both, and do you know what? At this stage, I think you could do either. but maybe if you want something to aim for, aim to be like forwards a bit less, and then kind of on the spot as your 3 steps of the bar. When the leader steps with their left, the follower steps with their right. When the leader steps with their right, the follower steps with their left. And this is always the rule. You might think of it as both of you stepping on the same side. If you're dancing on a dance floor, especially if it's a bit crowded, stick to the edge of the dance floor if you're a beginner, so then you keep out of everyone else's way. And if the person in front of you is going slowly, you can just go slowly as well. That was one of the reasons we were developing the skills about dancing on the spot. Let's dance waltz. I'm going to call stop sometimes, and then we'll just try and freeze. And then start again afterwards. Leader left, follower right. Let's start now.
And stop. So the leader's about to step with the left and the follower's about to step with the right. Let's carry on now. 1, 2, 3. And stop now. So the leader's about to step with the right and the follower's about to step with the left. Let's go now. We're always trying to start with the foot that we were about to step with when I suddenly said stop. And stop. So the leader's about to step with the right and the follower's about to step with the left. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And stop. Let's go now. And stop. So leader should be about to step with the left, follower with the right. Let's go now. And stop. So the leader's about to step with the right, the follower's about to step with the left. Let's go now. And stop. So the leader's about to step with the right, the follower's about to step with the left. Let's start now. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And stop. Leader left, follower right, go. And stop. Leader left, follower right. Let's go now. And stop. So the leader's about to step with the right, the follower's about to step with the left. Let's go now. And stop. Leader left, follower right, let's go now. Stop. Leader right, follower left. Let's go now. Stop. Leader right, follower left. Let's go now. And stop. Leader left, follower right. Let's go now. And stop. Leader right, follower left, and step. And stop. Leader right, follower left. Let's go now. Stop. Leader left, follower right. Let's go now. I think the music might be about to end, so you can do your own little flourish. Debbie and I are going to dance a waltz. You're welcome to join us. We're just going to dance over and over the basic, just to get it feeling more and more natural. Leader start with the left, follower start with the right. Let's start dancing now. So the reason it's a good idea just to practice this basic over and over again is because if it can feel natural, you can do it without thinking, it makes it much easier to learn all the more advanced things. Because you've kind of got brain power, brain capacity spare to concentrate on the other things. I would say a good ambition is, can you join in with this whole song with us and keep going? If you're still in the practice stage, if you get lost, just stop and start again. And if you're not on exactly the same foot as us, I would say that's not crucial for this particular exercise, because we're just dancing around. Remember, one of the issues in Waltz can be speeding up a bit. So we're just trying to keep it nice and steady, which we are, so hopefully we're modelling a nice pace here. Probably one of the other big issues in Waltz is that third step. So remember, if you're crashing into each other in the middle as you start on a 1, that might be because one of you didn't change weight during the third step. And we're dancing around the outside of the room, anti-clockwise, so that's kind of the tradition. If you're social dancing, it's kind of the beginner lane, and the more advanced dancers should be keeping out of your way. And maybe there's some really odd social stuff going on where you're dancing, but in general, everywhere I've been, it's been very welcoming to beginners, and this has been the outside lane just for beginners. Dance and keep out of the way of everyone else. You might think we're not dancing exactly in a straight line. In a later video, we do look at slightly curving it.
Thanks for watching. This is one of a series of nearly 50 lessons that create a complete partner dance learning experience. The video description and my website have lots more information to help.